Your mother is a whore. Let me explain. See, YouTube is not a safe space. Friendships falling apart, lovers becoming mortal enemies, companies versus people. YouTube is a platform where drama trumps all. And so I present to you a laundry list of YouTube drama from the last decade.
Let's go, Fred. My name.
Our journey begins with the first king of YouTube. 2016 was his rebellious period. He wasn't the chill pewds we all know and love today, but he was still loved nonetheless. Not everyone shared the same love though, because he was criticized for his edgy jokes and paying some guys on Fiverr to hold a sign that says death to all Jews while dancing.
Subscribe to Keemstar!
Yeah, that was a rough year. But it wouldn't be until September 2017 when he would completely outdo himself. This is PUBG, and this is the most famous place in PUBG, the Bridge of Death. For pewds, it was the Bridge of Destiny.
What a fucking...
Yep, hard R. It was such a magnitude 9 level event that people still talk about it today, but he was too big to fail even with all of the other controversies that were plaguing him. These days, whenever he sees it being played, he just goes,
Oh, for f***, no, I'm not doing that.
Sorry, but what the fuck?
Hey, irrelevant.
2017 was also the year of iDubbbz.
I'm gay.
He went on a tear after launching his new series Content Cop. His latest victim? Jake Paul. Specifically, Asian Jake Paul. RiceGum through all of 2017 was a major asshole, recording people without permission.
Oh, you're not?
No, I just wanted to call you and just talk.
I'm not live right now, right?
No.
Then getting mad when someone else recorded him without permission.
Probably shouldn't have through her phone, but I mean, if you're gonna record me at a party when I'm off guard.
This girl literally came up to me in person, didn't ask me, hey Rice, do you mind if I vlog? She just came up to me, camera already on, and I was so unexpected.
Just overall being an obnoxious fucking mouth breather. So when Content Cop became trending in multiple countries, RiceGum lost thousands of subscribers daily. Instead of issuing an apology, he said that iDubbbz was just clout chasing. He said it was the work of haters, like the fucking Illuminati were after his ass or some shit. After that, he only got into more and more controversy. He even responded and made a diss track on iDubbbz. And despite all the hatred that people had for him, he still kept on growing. Almost as if the more hate and vitriol people had for him, the stronger he got. Just goes to show that we all need someone we love to hate. Meanwhile, iDubbbz profited greatly. His video amassed over 40 million fucking views and catapulted him to the mainstream. Nobody was as surprised as iDubbbz himself.
He was calling people peasants and irrelevant.
But nothing was as surprising as a certain Logan Paul Japan vlog in 2018. One day, Logan was on a trip with his friends. There were many things on their itinerary, but he felt like, this Japan trip is missing a little something. And so, one of his friends said there's a certain forest that people love hanging around. And Logan was like, oh shit, that's so cool, let's check it out. And when he arrived at the scene, he saw, yeah, people were definitely hanging. Pop quiz. Do you think he saw people that were A, hanging up clothes to dry, B, hungover individuals, C, people who were hung like horses, or D, people doing dead hangs? If you chose E, something that would inevitably and completely traumatize him, irreversibly changing the entirety of his life and career forever, then you are correct. He saw a bunch of dead bodies hanging in the forest and thought, wow, that's fucking fire, and decided to upload what is now a deleted video. This, of course, earned the ire of the entire internet, which prompted perhaps one of the worst apology videos of all time.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Nowadays, Logan Paul remains one of the most successful YouTubers ever with multiple brands and a WWE career under his belt. He still does a bunch of stupid shit though, so it's safe to say nobody's more pissed at him than his PR team and lawyers.
Top 5.
Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh?
Yet nobody's PR team has as big a headache as Belle Delphine's. They had so much shit to deal with. Just imagine being in their shoes. Reporting to your superiors like, "Sir, another controversy just happened," and your boss asks,
"How big is it? What category?"
Category 5.
She was just a fucking machine that churned out trouble faster than Filipino families in poverty make new kids. Let's look at the damage, shall we? She was accused of promoting pedophilia because of her anime orgasm faces, and people said she looked like a kid. 2 people said she had special treatment because her Instagram posts were borderline porn and they weren't being taken down. And last but not least, there were many who accused her of taking advantage of weak and vulnerable men. I personally would have resigned 3 times over. Don't even get me started with that bathwater shit she did in 2019, which I still have in a drawer somewhere. Anyway, now look at the world. There's a million Belle Delphines and the progenitor is probably at home thinking like Endgame Thanos saying my work here is done. Meanwhile, in the same year, Smosh is on the verge of destruction right after their corporate owner, Defy Media, shut down. But let's rewind a bit. Editor, do the stupid rewind shit again.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
2011 was the golden era for Smosh. Right after getting bought out by Defy Media, they went on an absolutely generational run. They shat out banger after banger. Death Note in real life, Pokemon in real life, if video games were real. They were a gift that kept on giving, but then the cracks started to show. Their content got more and more kid-friendly and heavily censored. Ian and Anthony no longer had creative control over their own channel. They started branching out into gaming, movies, cartoons, even making their own fucking app. But was all this really necessary? It wasn't until 2017 when Anthony said, "I'm sick of your shit," and decided to leave.
I know you've probably already read the title by now, but I feel like we should just come out and say it. I'm leaving Smosh.
Around this time, other Smosh members would also start voicing out their gripes about Defy. Shit, even investors started defying Defy Media. The public began to defy Defy Media. And so with everyone defying Defy Media could no longer defy its own demise, and so Defy Media said goodbye and died. People wondered if Smosh would survive, and it was in limbo for a while. Then Rhett and Link bought it in 2019, Anthony came back, and now they're okay. Speaking of 2019, that year was also a nuclear bomb for the beauty community because it witnessed a drama so big that it fractured and permanently changed the entire community as a whole. This was YouTube's 9/11. May 2019, Tati Westbrook uploads Bye Sister, a 43-minute long fucking expose accusing James Charles of shit like betraying her brand Halo Beauty by promoting her top competitor Sugar Bear Hair, manipulating people into getting what he wanted.
I met him when he was 17, before he really had taken off on YouTube at all. I know that he has a way of just getting what he wants.
And trying to turn straight men gay.
I was shocked that James even then was saying to his dad that every man is a little bit gay. We're talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, "James, he's straight," your response was, "Doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity." So freaking gross.
Then she hit the second tower when she said,
"You should have walked away. You should have held on to your integrity. You're a phony. I know that now. I know that you're easily bought, that a good time is more important to you than your integrity."
A few days earlier, Tati posts an Instagram story of her crying about how fake people are.
Everybody says what they need to say and uses who they need to use to get ahead, and I have had about enough.
After only a few days, James Charles loses 3 million fucking subscribers. It was all over the place. News outlets covered it like it was a celebrity scandal. Then Jeffree Star added fuel to the fire by supporting Tati. What did James do about it? He did the one thing that you should not do. He apologized. He said, "I'm sorry," and appealed to the emotions of people. And how did people respond?
Away!
That's right, people hated him even more. Suddenly, James Charles was on higher alert than ever. Fuck, how do we stop this shit? So he uploads another video titled "No More Lies" and talks about Tati and Jeffree misrepresenting his character.
There have been allegations made against me because of these things, and I don't really feel comfortable just moving on.
He brought out receipts and refuted most of the allegations, swaying some public opinion back to his side. And then finally, Tati uploads a video called Breaking My Silence, saying Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson manipulated her into creating her initial video. Both of which immediately started damage control. Just goes to show you shouldn't trust anyone named Jeffree. This event is now dubbed Dramageddon. Tati took a long break, but James steadily climbed his way back up. That is, until he eventually had new drama about him sexting little boys. While we're on the topic of touching toddlers, there's another YouTuber who used to be famous for his funny gaming moments.
Pablo was not a very good man. He liked to have sex with small children.
Who is now known for sexting minors, and not the cave kind. Minilad was a part of the Vanoss gaming crew, which is the biggest gaming YouTuber group basically ever. Their shit was pretty funny.
Preparing a nice lobster dish. So we're gonna start off the dish with putting in some bananas. Family photo I stole from the neighbors. They also got their computer. But now guys, now we're gonna add a little bit of nacho cheese in this dish.
But then Minilad left the group to pursue other things and they had a bit of a falling out. He was doing well until a few tweets about him grooming a girl when she was 17 surfaced, and then Minilad goes ahead and says, "I got one more in me," and grooms another minor. So this clip from the Vanoss crew sums his career up pretty well.
Purchase Minecraft, record some videos, get some subscribers, talk to little kids, have sex with them.
Yeah, that's about where it would end usually.
Basically, Minilad showed his Minilad to mini lads, and now his career is also mini. What pisses me off the most is he uploaded an apology video for it too. Brother, that is the one thing you do not do. Never take accountability for your actions. Just act like they don't exist. Or better yet, just don't touch kids. Just remember,
Switching to your pistol is always faster than
messaging a minor. Just like Minilad's presence no longer exists, Leafy is no longer here. Here's a little lore if you're too young to understand. Leafy is basically a YouTube war criminal. If you are in his crosshairs, prepare to be farmed and bullied until he eventually commits seppuku.
Oh, fucking genius, dude. Just genius as shit. I swear to God, every single time I watch one of this kid's videos. Oh my God. That's this motherfucker's intro! No sarcasm at all.
His reign of terror went on for years before YouTube finally decided to target bomb his location. His style of harassment videos were basically all demonetized after YouTube changed its rules in 2017. But in early 2020, Leafy made a grand return, targeting big names like H3H3, iDubbbz, Keemstar, even Pokimane. He set his sights on the top of the world. And he's banned. He makes a second channel and oh, it's gone. Goes live on Twitch and oh, banned again. Sorry. Yeah, no platform wanted anything to do with Leafy's shit, and so he got permanently cancelled. He picked a fight with everyone, and before anyone even responded, he already lost. The year after, an article was published accusing one of the members of David Dobrik's famous vlog squad, Dom, of the Big Grape. The woman in question said she was too intoxicated to consent as he gave her alcohol when she was still underage. Also that she preferred strawberries to grapes. Dom said the encounter with the woman did happen, but it wasn't grape. But trust in the group just kept plummeting down. In the same month, David Dobrik uploaded 2 videos apologizing for enabling harmful behavior. He also stopped working on an app that he was building and stepped away from YouTube for quite a long time. But that wasn't the only reason he stopped uploading, because in 2020 he was almost responsible for the death of a friend while filming a stunt video. His friend Jeff was in the hospital for a long time after that shit. For a while, Jeff covered for David after David apologized, but then Jeff basically backtracked and accused David of being reckless and avoiding accountability.
I don't understand why that bothered him so much, because at the end of the day, I was the one fucking driving it. It was my video. I was the one sitting there. It's fucking clear as day. I am the one controlling the thing. He got hurt because I was driving. That's it. And I fucking know that. And like I said, I would, any chance I would get, I would take that back. Any chance I would get. And
you've been driving it for 9 hours, so you know how to operate the thing. You know how fast it goes. The whole bullshit fucking automatic stop thing was a fucking lie that we try to throw in there if that comes up later on. You knew exactly how fast you were going to spin me.
So David responded on his podcast saying, actually, honestly, just play the fucking clip. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna go get a drink.
That day is like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I wish I would fucking do anything to take that day back.
And David just came back last year in 2025. He's getting half the views he used to, but he's still wildly successful, so I'd say he lived. But then in 2022, one of Minecraft's heroes, Sky Does Minecraft, was accused by one of his former partners of the following claims: being verbally abusive, cheating with multiple other women, violent behavior alluding to domestic abuse, mistreatment while she was pregnant, mistreating pets, and last but not least, using his status to cover up all of the above and paying victims money to shut up about it. To be perfectly honest, I could care less about everything else, but mistreating pets, that's where I draw the line. You build 100 bridges and shock one dog, you're not a bridge builder, you're a dog shocker. This guy was my hero growing up and I wanted to be just like him. We should all just know less about each other. Sky Does Domestic Abuse wasn't the only one to have had cheating allegations, because in the same year, Mr. Ned I Love My Wife Fulmer of the Try Guys also got caught cheating on his wife. God damn, the Try Guys really have tried everything. The funny thing about this guy is that his entire persona is about loving his wife.
My wife, 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 my wife.
Only for him to be caught having an affair with a co-worker. His wife issued a statement and to this day, she has not forgiven him in the slightest. And just like that, the Try Guys were one guy down and they have never been the same since.
The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
Listen, I think we both know where this is going. I don't exaggerate when I say everyone's seen this. You, your dog, your dog's dog, your ancestors, Hitler, Stalin, Ned's wife, your mother, who, by the way, is still a whore. Colleen Ballinger posted the second most infamous apology video of all time, and other YouTubers have absolutely farmed the shit out of this apology. But not everyone knows what caused the video to be posted. Basically, she groomed a member of her audience, who are usually minors by the way. She got caught sending a lingerie to them. Like, just straight up, it was a fucking lingerie. Why? I have no idea. But anyway, nobody wants to see that shit, Colleen. Keep that shit in your pants. Instead of taking it seriously, she made a fucking song about it.
The toxic gossip train.
You think Belle Delphine's PR team are shitting their pants? Colleen's PR team straight up went AWOL.
Mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
I did the fucking Colleen Ballinger thing again. I'm running out of ideas for transitions, okay? But another year passes, another predator gets outed. Dr. Disrespect originally got banned on Twitch in 2020 for seemingly unknown reasons. 4 years later, and those reasons are revealed, and apparently he was sending inappropriate Twitch whispers to a minor.
So we back in the mine.
He admitted to the fact but said nothing criminal happened, but well, YouTube demonetized this shit, sponsors pulled out, brand deals were ended, and so his time came to a close and he faded into silence. But he's still rich as shit, so he probably doesn't give a fuck anymore. While we're on the topic of being rich, MrBeast, who is basically the richest YouTuber in net worth, is no stranger to controversy. And in September 2024, he got some heat because his new brand Lunchly, named to compete with Lunchables, launched. And oh, what's this? There's mold in my Lunchly? Ah, fuck.
There's actually no way. No.
A bunch of creators started talking about how they found mold in their Lunchly, and the Lunchly hype started dying down. But it didn't really affect MrBeast much. He probably still sleeps like a baby. And this brings us to 2025. On Christmas Day of all days, multiple members of FaZe announced that they were leaving. As in, they just up and left. They pointed to having a lack of control, but the real reason probably isn't that simple. Aiden Ross spoke out and alluded that the parent company of FaZe asked for 20% of all their revenue made by the creators. Now, if they were small creators, then sure, they might still take that offer. But now that they're big as fuck and literally taking up the entirety of the Twitch leaderboard, 20% of all their earnings is, honestly, that's just fucking predatory, so I can see where they're coming from. These creators will continue to thrive while FaZe Clan rots. Luckily, FaZe Clan and its esports division are separate entities entirely, so FaZe Esports will still continue to operate. Thank God FaZe CS2 isn't disbanding. I want to see Kerrigan win another major. Anyway, what did we learn from this video? First commandment, thou shalt never take responsibility for thine actions.
That's not my problem. It's yours.
It will always end badly for you. Second, thou shalt try real hard not to touch little kids. And third, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. And that is why your mother is a whore.